Yo, it's official. Like a referee with a whistle. So like and share this episode. So Shannon Sharpe got another woman filing a sexual assault case against him. Man, he can't win for losing, man. This woman named Michelle Evans claims they used to be boyfriend and girlfriend. And she claims Shannon Sharpe assaulted her. She claimed they dated for a long time. And she used to work for the one of these television networks. Is she a hot chick? Is she a hot? She look good to you? I don't know. You tell me. Leave your comments below. So, but at this point, they're destroying his name. At this point, he's not gonna be able to bounce back from this. I'm not saying he ain't gonna be able to be successful in the media space. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying your name means a lot in the online space, television space, advertising space. I think you can quote me on this. In the next couple years, when people think about Shannon Sharpe, they're going to be thinking about some of these cases that's being put upon that he has to fight against. It's messing his name up, his credibility up. And he just got the $100 million deal. I don't know how. A lot of times, a lot of these corporations, they be wanting to pull out, or fall back. They don't be wanting they don't be wanting to be associated with any type of drama going on. Now, I do think Shannon Sharpe was set up. I think this is a setup. I think he fell for it. The other girl was an OnlyFans girl, man. Come on, man. You 56-year-old black man with money, and you fucking with the OnlyFans broad, man. Come on, bro. I ain't rich, and I ain't fucking with no OnlyFans broad. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You gotta be better. You gotta be smarter than that, man. Come on. That other broad is what, 19, 20 years old? And this Michelle broad is what, 52? She filed a lawsuit for $4 million. I just don't know how you bounce back from this and restore his name. I just don't see it. I think a lot of times, a lot of guys, especially in Hollywood, when they start fucking with these white broads, they kind of get in a mind state where they feel like they're shielded away from any type of ism, discrimination, racism. They feel like they kind of like in another space away. They are kind of untouchable in some type of ways, but that's not true, And there's countless stories and examples. You got some black women, they'll have relationships with white guys And as soon as the relationship ends and they go to court and split up and all that shit, they end up paying child support. Now, if you change that scenario where you have a black dude dating a white woman, and maybe the white woman is well off, just like the black woman is well off talking to the white dude, you ain't never seen a white woman that has to pay child support to a black dude. And that scenario don't exist. I ain't never seen it. Celebrities, regular Joe, whatever. But you got quite a few celebrities, black women, Halle Berry types, etc. They get with these white dudes, they gotta pay child support. I think Halle Berry's paying $20,000 a month to the white dude because they had a baby together. See, sometimes I think a lot of us, when we get with the white chicks, we think somehow we're protected in some type of way. Just because y'all having a good time together, that don't mean she ain't gonna flip on you or pull a fast one. You know what I'm saying? That it just don't work like that. You know? I mean, just like this woman, they said they dated for a long time, and as soon as she saw the opportunity, years later, the opportunity was probably presented to her, and she's like, "Hey, I need the bag, Shannon." You know, that's how some people are just like that. You know, I don't know. You know, I had somebody tell me a long time ago. This is like probably like 20, 30 years ago. If you're playing in the snow, you don't know how it's gonna go. What he meant is this: when you hang around white women, you really don't know how it's really gonna go. You know, she might like you, but she might don't. You know, she been programmed to dislike you. But see, at some point, the natural instincts of a woman kicks in. See, you can always walk in, and I learned this from my mom. You can always walk into any room and flip the people in the room, regardless of their mindset and how they were raised and how they think. But it's not going to last forever, because you have to leave the room. You have to leave these people and go back home or wherever you're from. And when you leave these people, they're going to go back to the mindset they had when you leave. It's kind of like hypnotizing somebody. You know, when you walk into a room or when you interact with somebody, there's a way to talk and flip them. There's a way to deal with them when you're around them, right? But when they leave, they're going back to the people that they usually hang around. And there's 100% chance the people that they hang around ain't like you. They're more like her. Because most people have the herd mentality. And a lot of these people are opportunists that file lawsuits, and attorneys are looking for people, are looking to create opportunities for themselves so they can get money. This is why a lot of attorneys, the Busby guy, he targets celebrities with money, people with money, because he know they can cash out. They can afford to pay. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's a cold game, but hey, that's usually how it go. That's usually how it go, man. It's a cold game out here. But see, another thing you have to always keep in mind is at this point for Shannon, it's not about right and wrong and who did this and who did what. Because within the court system, within just socially speaking in society, there's no such thing as consensual sex between a black man and a white woman. I know you're thinking, no, man, get up out of here, bro. You crazy? You talking crazy, bro? No, listen. And this is kind of like a unwritten rule. No one talks about this. There's no such thing as consensual sex between a black man and a white woman. This is why whenever shit goes left with the white woman, they always say, oh, he's sexual assault, he raped, she's a whore, or something like that. It's always, they never say, oh, she probably just wanted to give it up. Because in the minds of most white guys, especially these judges and attorneys, in their minds, it just doesn't make sense for a white woman to like a black man. It doesn't make any sense to them. This is how they think. This is not what I think or what you think. This is how they think. It doesn't make any sense. The only way to make sense of this, she has to be high, drunk, or out of her mind. This is why Kim Kardashian pulled the card. I was out of my mind when I was around Kanye. You know, I was drugged. You know, she pulled that card because that gives her a way out. You know, see, white women know, socially speaking, they have a leg up when it comes to relationships between black men and white women. They understand the racial politics and all that shit. They might not talk about it, but they know. They know that they can get on the phone and say, hey, my boyfriend's a black man and he's trying to kill me over here. I need some help. And they know how that shit can go. It's not like a secret. Regardless of how you might be getting sucked off and having a good time. That shit could go left within 15 minutes. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. So that's what my buddy meant when he told me, when you play in the snow, you never know how it's gonna go. Because the shit could go left. And if the opportunity comes about that's presented right, and they think they can get away with it, because they're protected by the system. And if the shit go left, you on your own. Ain't nobody gonna be able to help you. And she knows she can use the system against you. So that's called an imbalanced relationship, my friend. That's just what it is. That's not my opinion. That's what it is. And if you might be one of those people, you might be a butt kisser. You might be saying, oh, I don't believe that shit to be true. Well, hell, tell me how come these type of cases keep happening? How come these types of cases keep happening? They keep happening with celebrities. It keep happening with regular folks. If it wasn't true, these types of cases between white women and black men, it wouldn't keep happening. This has been happening before Emmett Till. These keep happening. You got a white woman that lied on a young boy that was a teenager, basically, and he got shot in the face and ended up dying. And meanwhile, the white woman just died 2-3 years ago. And she was walking around living her best life for 80-something years, if I'm not mistaken, and came out and said she lied on the young boy. She got paid to lie about the young boy because the opportunity was presented to her for some money, and she took the money and went along with the bullshit. That's a poisoned mentality, my friend. So see, this is why I always talk about the racial politics and the mindset and the psychology. Most people don't want to talk about it. This is why I don't get caught up, because I already know what I'm dealing with when I walk in the room. Before I walk into any room. So share this episode. Tell me what you think. Because you might be one of those guys or gals that you might say, well, I don't necessarily see it that way. I see things the way it is, not the way I want it to be. And to do so otherwise would be disrespectful to myself. And I don't know about you, I ain't trying to disrespect myself. So I see things the way it is. Some of it is some of it's nasty, some of it's brutal, some of it's hard. But the world's not fair. People ain't fair. Life ain't fair. It is what it is. I deal with things how it is and how it's presented to me. That's why they say the game is to be sold, not told. So share this episode. Tell me what you think below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace. Alright. Just got the call, it's going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight. But then I saw the stallion that I like. Here from Cali, I live in the valley.